First, Elon Musk gave us a fast and easy way to make purchases online.
Because at PayPal, we believe your money should work for you, not the other way around.
Then he gave us electric cars that people actually want to drive. Now he's working on a train system that is solar powered and travels at 1,200 kilometers per hour. What do you do with your spare time?
I'm washing dishes.
Welcome to Watch Mojo's Top 5 Facts. Today we're breaking down the 5 most interesting things about Hyperloop, the conceptual transportation method that the mainstream took notice of when Elon Musk published conceptual designs in 2013, and which other companies have started testing.
And now the president and CEO of Tesla Motor Cars, Elon Musk.
Number 5. Comparisons to Futurama and the Jetsons are inevitable.
Oh boy, the boss sure sounded mad. You call, sir?
It has been described by some, including Musk himself, as a kind of roller coaster, but with a completely horizontal track and no sweet loops. Which seems to me like a regular train. Okay, an elevated train propelled by electromagnets in a tube with very low air pressure, but still a train.
Why?
In very simple terms, the Hyperloop is basically a levitating train in a quasi-vacuum tube.
Crosstown Express?
The low air pressure in the tubes means that there's very little air friction in them.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Which is one of the main obstacles to high-speed travel. Musk's original concept had pods big enough for a few people to sit in, but others have since proposed designs that could fit cars inside, preferably Teslas.
It just happens to go as fast as a Porsche 911 Turbo.
Number 4. Hyperloop would harness the power of the sun.
Strictly run on solar power. Developers say it would cost passengers around $30.
Like most of what Musk does, the Hyperloop will be an eco-friendly alternative to those big gas guzzlers or short-haul air travel. The train's tube can be topped with solar panels, making it energy self-sufficient. It might even produce excess energy. And doesn't Tesla already have a crazy battery technology they could use here?
So it gives you safety, security, and it gives you a complete and affordable solution.
First electric cars, and now trains that run on sunlight. It's like this Musk guy isn't even trying to destroy the Earth.
But you're trying to do good things and you're a billionaire. I mean,
Yeah.
that seems a little bit like either superhero or supervillain.
Number 3. Its engineering is still untested.
Los Angeles to San Francisco in just 30 minutes, half the time it would take in a plane.
While it sounds like the perfect intercity transport solution, Hyperloop comes with its own set of little hitches and limitations.
We know that once we're ready, we're going to be building several of them.
For instance, low-pressure tube systems like this, in theory, could very easily depressurize, or subject passengers to crushing G-force at every bend.
Probably coming as a bit of a surprise to him.
God, it's like having an elephant sitting on my chest.
Elon's designs account for these problems, but only in theory. Even though it was Musk & Co. that first put forward the idea, other companies have sprung up to try to make this a reality. Hyperloop Transportation Technologies, aka HTT, is planning a pilot project in California, and a test track is currently under construction in Nevada. These smaller scale Hyperloops will allow engineers to test systems and refine designs. Look, if we were afraid of every advance in transportation technology, we wouldn't have the thriving blimp industry we have today. Number 2. It could travel close to the speed of sound.
It appears that the world is once again on the brink of wacky races.
If you're some kind of chump and still using old-timey modes of transportation like cars and planes, the trip between Los Angeles and San Francisco, which is the corridor that Musk originally proposed for this project, can be pretty long. By car on a good day, it could take you 8 hours, and by plane, at least 1. But with Elon's newfangled supertrain, you'd cruise along at 760 miles per hour, so making the trip would only take you half an hour.
Stop this thing! We can't stop. It's too dangerous. We've got to slow down first. Bullshit!
With all those hours you're saving, you could do so many useful things, like beat that level of Candy Crush, or if you're Elon Musk, invent some time machine.
It was disconcerting to see the sun arc in less than a minute.
Number 1. It may or may not be economically viable. Listen, maybe you've been saving up for a new TV or a trip into space, but wouldn't you rather put your spare billions to better use?
They're true believers in Elon Musk's vision of the world.
Musk says for somewhere between $6 and $10 billion, he can build that LA-San Francisco Hyperloop of his, which is a fraction of the cost of a high-speed rail project. And compared to most wars, that's just pennies. Once it's built, Musk says, ticket prices would be cheaper than airfare, maybe even as low as $20 a ticket. You'll be saving money, which you can then spend on whatever new invention Musk comes up with next. Probably some teleporter or something.
Beasties, what's happened to his head?
It's on backwards.
This is terrible. Do something.
Some experts are skeptical that any new transportation method could be as cheap as that.
The estimates I've seen for this seem really low to me for a system that requires rights-of-way through major metropolitan regions, which this one does.
HTT have kept their expenditures down by relying heavily on crowdsourcing for their design, engineering, and architecture needs. So what do you think?
I'm telling you, it's the future of transportation.
Will we ever see this thing get built?
No!
How much would you pay to travel in a tube at the speed of sound?
1 million space bucks.
For more super trained top 10s and barely house trained top 5s, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Radio City Mutant Hall.